first thing we're going to do is find a good place to jack the car up. Go ahead and jack it up. There are some flat spots on the front of the car that are reinforced, and I use a piece of carpet on top of my jack so it doesn't damage the paint. I don't want that peeling off because that's how rust starts. That should be enough to get under there to get to. Alright, so now that we have the car jacked up and we get under here with the creeper, you're going to see that there's a drain plug right here near the back of the transmission. It's on the passenger side. So it's pretty convenient because if you jack the car up on the driver's side, it tilts the car to where it'll drain the maximum amount of fluid out the passenger side. And you can also fill to a maximum on the driver's side because of that tilt. It lets you get just a little bit more in there. So you're going to use a 3/8 standard ratchet to undo this, and it's about 4 quarts in there, so make sure you have a big enough pan. I've got an old Halloween bowl that I've got laying around because my other pan that I normally use is full right now. So once the fluid is pretty much finished draining, go ahead and put the plug back in. And use a shop towel, minus the leaf. To wipe up the surface so you're not dripping all over the place. Then we can go to the second part where we fill. Alright, so the next step is going to be filling the transmission. I'm using a transfer pump that you can get at any parts store, or really anywhere. They even sell them at the hardware store. Sometimes they fit a 1 quart container. The one I have fits a 1 quart or a 1 gallon. It's got a double threaded head on it, so it works pretty good. This one's the same. It's going to have the 3/8 inch ratchet fitting. Just put that on there. Get it in a spot where you can put a little bit of torque on it. It's not super tight. It's got some Loctite on it. Not a big deal. Take your little threaded plug off of there. Then grab your fluid. Put your hose in the hole and start pumping. This process will take a while. Here, make sure it stays in there. It's about 4 quarts, so it'll probably take a little while. We'll probably fast forward through this. I'm using Redline D4 ATF. It comes highly recommended on a lot of forums and from a lot of shops. they like to use it. It's just really good stuff and it's affordable. It was about 12 bucks a quart at my local place. You can get it for 11 or so on Amazon, but I like to go through my local parts store because my friend runs it, so I'll give him a little bit more business. Plus I didn't have to wait 4 or 5 days to get it in the mail either. If there's a problem, I can take it back. So I got 5 quarts. If I don't use all 5 of them, if I don't open that 5th one, I can just take one back and get a little bit of money back. And we are full. Go ahead and grab your plug and put it back in before you lose too much. Don't over torque it because you can crack your aluminum case. It does have Loctite on it, so you don't really need to be mean to it when you torque it down. Just make it nice and snug, just like a spark plug or something like that. You don't want to damage anything. Go ahead and get a towel, wipe up the fluid that's on the bottom of the transmission from running down. That's it. That's all there is. Go ahead and lower the car and fire it up. Let the transmission get warm. It wasn't running when you drained it. There's some fluid in the lines for the cooler, but it didn't move, so you should be full, especially with the car being at this angle. It's a little overfull, but that's okay.